Hey, good evening, true believers. It's LK here with Eric Breen. So we're just going to do a short little show here tonight because it looks like England team's out, and I mean the person who should be here, the real Dr. Bankman. I mean, hell, it's in his name. Should be the one here helping us rank Real Ghostbusters coverage. So we're going to go ahead and postpone this one until tomorrow or a later time. But I wanted to say, hey, thank you for everybody who tuned in for it. And Eric, sports news. So Caitlin Clark is her season is done. More shenanigans, I guess, in the game, and it seems like the WNBA doesn't want to protect her deal ticket.
No, but I also noticed that they didn't even look to her in the last minute and a half.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. I was watching Grand Slam. It will probably be the last AEW show that I watch. I'm pretty much just done. I realize that's just the product. The product's not for me. Maybe at some point along the line it'll get better, but it's just it's just slamming my head against a brick wall. So
I told you, you reach that point where there's nothing they're ever going to be able to do to get you back. You've made your choice. You are team WWE. I watched that match, and I watched the tag team match, and I thought, and I was loving every second of it until Don Callis interfered.
Yeah,
but then again, I can't. But that's them trying to be more like what you said they needed to do. That's a WWE thing.
That was not a WWE match.
I'm talking about it. I'm talking about it. Oh, if you're going to start that, I'll bring up the 1 full minute of synchronized moves that Orton and Owens did last week. So don't even start that.
RDV shows up now.
Why did you not even do the overlays?
I have no idea if they're here or not. I didn't even look yet. What are these? Oh, they are here.
They are there.
Cool. So are we going to wind up doing this or not?
It sounds like it. Just without E.
Okay.
I traded my plans for tomorrow night. So.
Okay.
Are we not doing the top 5 now tomorrow?
We don't do top 5s on Thursdays.
Yeah, we do. Best of the week, I mean.
Yeah, we're doing that. I'm just saying I will not. There's no cover ranking tomorrow, so I'll just.
Now
do my plans
here.
Hey, what's up?
He was having problems. He said apparently, I guess his computer is crashing every 5 seconds.
Okay, well, you got a full house, so I am gonna watch the Dodgers.
What?
Game.
No, old man. I gave up my plans. You're gonna stay here with me.
Beckman,
no, I was jumping on to. Sorry to interrupt. I was jumping on to see if you guys had started yet because you mentioned that. Oh wait, I'm busy tonight. I was going to try to change the subject of tonight. Are you good to go?
Yeah, LK is going to host.
Okay, because I don't know what's going on, but my computer is dropping like every 3 or 4 minutes now. It's ridiculous.
Could be your graphic card. Could it be anything? Could it be your internet?
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's just the fact that this is a 10-year-old computer. So
could be.
I'm emptying out old videos, doing, cleaning out all the memory and such as I go. But you guys, I set this up so you would have fun with it because I know it's your jam. So you have a good time, and thank you very much. Once again, just thank you.
It'd be my jam, but everyone's gonna give it low scores and be like, I'm gonna cry the whole night.
You should get angry and lash out violently. Yes.
Yes. You know how long I worked on this, putting this together?
Yeah. I know, right?
You
worked exactly. And actually, there's some cool covers here, ladies and gentlemen. I think they're gonna have a good time with this, and it's always cool to see some covers you've never seen before.
Very indie art too.
Yeah. All right, you kids have fun. Thank you very much for taking this. See you.
Yep. See ya.
See ya.
See ya.
All right.
Hey, Padres just tied the game.
Now we're down to 4 people again.
Like the Ghostbusters.
So, yeah, Eric, I didn't know you were a spot monkey.
It's like I said, it's not for you. That's fine.
All right.
But what I do like are matches I can't hold my breath through. So I mean, I said it's a different kind of product.
Okay.
And I said, I told you months ago, because I said this happens in a lot of walks of life. You've reached a point. It's like when, like, if like you reach a point of friendship where you know it's over, and there's nothing, or a relationship, and there's nothing that person can do to change your mind. You are there with AEW. It doesn't matter what they do in the future. You're not coming back. So just save yourself the aggravation, save me the lectures, and just go back to Connecticut and stay there. Take Aaron.
I'll just be.
Take Aaron Sparrow, and who's the other?
I'll just say this:
Wes.
NXT's on CW.
Wes in the show.
NXT is on CW now, apparently.
Well, no, next week.
Yeah. Weird.
What is?
NXT is moving to CW.
Yeah, and NXT moves from USA to CW next week.
Oh,
It's gonna die. It's gonna die in CW.
No, it's not.
Did you ever get CW back, or?
No, I haven't. I'm gonna have to watch it hopefully on the CW app.
How can DirecTV basically take channels away from its customers for how long has it been now?
Oh well, so here's the thing. It's them taking away, but basically again, like everything else, there are carriage agreements between DirecTV and everybody that they carry. You don't realize it, but whoever owns your local ABC, CBS, NBC, what have you, makes contracts with DirecTV for a certain amount. They'll carry your station. For whatever reason, the local owner of my Fox affiliate and my CW station here in Arkansas, in Little Rock, it's Nexstar, I think is the ownership group, and they own like 100+ other stations around the country in kind of smaller markets. They have not been able to come to any kind of agreement with DirecTV. So,
all right, guys, we're losing people.
All the stations are not on DirecTV. So
they're here for Real Ghostbusters, not sports talk.
That sucks, man. I hope they fix that.
Well, I don't think they are, because it's been off DirecTV for probably close to 3 years now, and it got to the point where this past month, the actual stations just disappeared from the DirecTV.
All right, we're gonna go in there where you guys talk about that. Other people can vote on it.
So,
Abe Bankman.
Yeah.
No, it's called I Give It My Night. I don't want to hear you guys talk sports. Otherwise, I'll go back to what I was doing.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I just got to ask you: are you going to be a dick about it all night, or?
Yeah, I'm going to be a dick about it.
Okay, well, at least you're honest.
All right. All right, kicking off, folks. You can see that Venkman and the guys of England team there has put the vote 1 in there. So England team, Jesus. Venkman, if you could do the start and stop, I'd appreciate it. I'll handle the board. I've got my notebook here set up, so we're ready to go. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Tonight we are doing and ranking Real Ghostbuster comic covers. Again, your first time here, or you haven't been here for a while, we rank them in whole numbers, ranking them from 1 to 10, 1 being god awful. Going all the way up to 10, which is super awesome. And to kick us off tonight is our Ghostbusters expert, the real Dr. Venkman, except no substitute. And he's got Now Comics number 1.
10. Are you surprised? No.
I'm not surprised.
It matches the cartoon, which is actually refreshing because it's good color starts with the Real Ghostbusters. You should have an artist that can actually match what the art looks like in the actual cartoon. You got the monster creeping over them. They're on a pier. You got the little bird squawking under the Ghostbusters. Everyone looks basically in character. 10.
All right, Eric.
Oh, there's the other one. He's getting swallowed up by the I'm
supposed to be Ray.
I say, I guess who's the one pointing to the spooge on the ground?
Egon.
Egon.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna get in the spirit of this. See what I did there?
I saw it.
I'm gonna give this a 10.
All right. Wow.
They really changed the characters for the cartoon. Winston became more involved. Ray became more of an idiot. You know.
Yeah. Well, no, I wouldn't say he was an idiot. I would say he was more gullible. Gullible / naive a little bit. He overly wanted to believe everything was good.
Pretty much. Very optimistic.
Yeah. So, MK, what do you think?
Yeah, I remember this cartoon. I watched it as a kid. Yeah, it's pretty cool cover. You know, like the demon back there or ghost, whatever. The bird is kind of funny. I love the expression on the bird. Yeah. My first initial thought, are they looking for Bill Clinton or something? You know, like given the
Doom.
Oh yeah, I've got the white circle of doom on my phone.
Are we not broadcasting anymore? Let me see here.
Now they're there. I had no problem.
Well, on StreamYard, it looks good.
Yeah, StreamYard's working, but okay, it just unclenched.
Yeah, it seemed to pop back. Okay.
you know,
It was all that direct TV talk, bad mouthing them.
Yeah, they got their revenge. Okay. Oh, that's right. I got to get my calculator here. And there's my calculator. Let's pop up the handy dandy calculator here because we always do things scientifically. And right now we have got a 7, we have 4 8s, we've got a 9, and we have 6 10s. 8, 10, 7,
As Janine says,
12.
that's a sign that we're going out of business.
That is going to average out to an even 9.0.
Oh no. Eglantine math. If I rake some a 10, it's a 10.
You're starting out with a 9. So
I'm
there
surprised
we
that he's high because I feel like only me and Admiral are like the only ones who are actually going to appreciate the covers.
are. Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Can you put the stop there in the chat?
Yep.
And then we'll go ahead and get started with cover number 2. Oh, One Slick Dude comes in late with an 8. His name is for the first one, so let me just do a quick count. Well, it'll keep.
Well,
it.
yeah, the ones who didn't vote yet, if they're coming in with the first one, we'll still count your vote.
Yeah. No, and Undead Quinn comes in with a 9.
Just let me know the scores coming in now because I haven't put the start in for this issue. So if you're doing the first issue, that's where we're counting these current scores for.
And so that's gonna just change it slightly. It's still an 8.9.
Okay.
So okay. All right. Go ahead and put the start there in the chat.
All right. So this is for number 2.
Yep. And Eric Breen, go for number 2.
I no idea what's going on here.
So that is Winston Zedmore protecting Slimer from a bigger, badder monster.
Okay, I actually thought that I would have gotten that right.
Yeah.
I should have said something.
Slimer's a good guy in this series. I like the movies.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to give it a 9. It was going to be a 7, but I looked through the crackle there in the right.
Yeah.
And saw that his pixel finger was still going.
Yep.
So that's
All right. A 9 from Eric. All right. MK, what say you?
yeah, pretty cool cover. It almost looks like they're in space, but obviously I'm sure it's just like the darkness behind them. Yeah, I love the monster dude with the Goro hands or turtle hands, depending on your perspective. And yeah, I like how Slimer in this. I could be mistaken, but I'm sure Beckman will correct me. But is this like the only interpretation where he's missing a tooth? I don't remember missing a tooth in the movie.
Well, yeah, they changed his character completely from the actual movie, so
Gotcha.
I don't know as far as him missing a tooth in the cartoon series. He maybe have.
Yeah, because I know it's in your picture. He's got all those.
I watched this back in 1992, bro.
Yeah,
It's like
gotcha. Yeah. It's pretty cool cover. I think I'll go 9 on this one. Yeah, it's pretty neat. Yeah.
With a 9 from MK. All right. Well, I'm going to stick with my 8 again here. It's solid. I like it. A good expression on Slimer. You know, I watched the cartoon back in the early '90s as well. You know, so I'm very familiar with it. I wish they had done something a little bit different with the trade dress. I feel like it takes up too much real estate
Yeah.
on the cover. They should have shrunk the Real Ghostbusters to fit within the mark in the left-hand corner. It's all nice and evened up, and that would have provided more headroom for a bigger picture. So Venkman.
So cool things about this, Winston's back to wearing the movie uniform, but he's using the toy Ghostbusters Proton Pack toy color scheme for his Proton Pack. Which normally he does it's a different color, but yeah, so he's got that, and then I gotta give it a mark down because of the fact that Slimer, whenever he touches people, they get the green slime all over them. So but great use of negative space behind them. You know, you see the sweat flying off of Slimer's face because he's freaking out. I'm gonna go 9 on this.
9 from Venkman. All right. Let's see if the chat agrees. Well, Rhaegar comes out with an 8 and Joe with a 7. Undead Quinn says an 8, and we get a 9 from the Dark Admiral. An 8 from Brian Stam. 9 from Glenzer and One Slick. And Marania saying, Winston and Slimer versus the Beastie. Simple, effective. Spotlight on the main figures as it should be. Black background is effective. She is scoring it a Slimer 10. Undead Quinn does love the Cosmic Vibe. Ethereal Dragon comes in with a 7. Rhaegar's asking, what about the Gordle hands? I'm not quite sure.
I think he's talking about. I think he said Goro from Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's see. Rhaegar's saying, "Oh, a ghost has teeth." Well, yeah, some do. Dark Admiral has the box set. Good for you. And Rhaegar has some comments there about somebody who's been in the news.
Yeah, we're not gonna bring up Diddy and all that stuff in this chat.
Yeah, I wasn't even going to say his name. So there, if you want to go ahead and put the stop sign up. It looks like an England team. You joining us?
Well, I was wondering, are you guys calling it a night?
No, we're on the second issue.
Started.
Say again?
We're doing the ranking.
What the hell am I listening to? We're going to postpone this one.
Well, initially, Eric and I thought we were going to do that.
Oh, okay.
Like, Nathan wasn't going to be here. You weren't going to be here.
I was like, oh, shit. Are we stopping it? Okay. I was going to jump on and do some announcements and such. I was listening to the beginning of the show. I'm behind.
Yeah.
All righty. I was getting, oh, shit. The show's going down. All righty.
Yeah.
Well, then I'll bounce back off. Sorry to interrupt, guys.
That's all right.
I thought the ship was sinking. I was going to throw a life raft. That being said, I will say this. At some point in time, I'm going to be doing a review. I watched the Christopher Reeve movie today. Me and Gail went and saw it. And immediately I thought of the thumbnail, and the title has to be "You Will Believe a Man Can Cry." This movie, it's going to hit you right here. That's all I got to say. All right. Y'all have fun.
All right. Yeah,
That's been a sponsor. Another word from Uncle Fester.
Yeah. So for the wrap up here, we have 2 7s, we got 4 8s, 6 9s, and a 10. And that is going to average us out to a 7.8. So this will end up in. Let's see. Calculator.
Also, Dark Admiral. I have the box set too, but mine's from like years ago. Mine was bootleg.
Let's see. There we go. There's number 2, and that is an 8. So
mine's on DVD, not Blu-ray, so it's a little more number of discs.
And here we go with issue number 3, and this is MK.
Interesting. So they're fighting the Toxic Crusader, right? No, that guy. Let's see, Toxic Waste Disposal. Yeah, I'm just reading the finer details. Yeah, it looks pretty interesting. The 2 eyeballs That's like floating there is kind of almost, I won't say almost random, but obviously they're, the Ghostbusters, so I'm not really. The dude in the back, I don't know if he's supposed to be like protecting that area or whatever, but
Toxic waste disposal,
yeah.
keep out.
Yeah.
Monster.
That guy in the back, I'm trying to figure out. Like, he reminds me of was it the Marshmallow Guy? A little bit. Yeah, I like how Mike was missing a shoe. I like the details. I'll go 10 on this one. Looks pretty.
It's Ray.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, whatever.
I'm gonna correct you every single thing.
All right, a 10 from MK. Yeah, I like this one a little bit better. I like some of the whimsy of it. The artwork almost reminds me a little bit of something like you would see, like a parody Ghostbusters story out of Mad Magazine or something. I do like the little details of, Egon's PK meter is, maxed out. The things that draw back for me on this one are the expressions on Venkman and Winston's face. They're just too bland for me. So I'm giving this one a 9. The real Dr. Venkman.
Honestly, the expressions on their faces show that maybe not as Winston much, but you can tell Winston's a little anxious. Peter is kind of freaking out a little bit too. Ray's like, my shoe just came off. It's stuck, it's stuck to the ground. The toxic waste sludge, the detail on the proton packs. You talk about the PK meter too. The weird looking eyeballs. That became like a 90s kind of style thing when you see some weird stuff. Yeah, I'm going with 9. I like this.
A 9, all right. And Eric.
Why does Jethro Dunn got no shoe on?
Gets stuck in the slime.
Oh, cool. I'm looking at this. I don't know why, because like I said, I have no frame of reference for any of this, but I just really like this cover. I'm gonna go 10.
At 10. Okay.
You're shocking me tonight, Eric.
Yeah.
I am a connoisseur of fine coverage.
Yeah. All right. Let's see from the chat. Glenzer also gives it a 10. Joe an 8. We get Undead Quinn coming in with a 10. Brian Stam a 7. And One Slick Dude a 9. And Marania says, cartoon Ghostbusters fighting an ooze ghosty. Just enough background to set the scene. Dark blue background sets off the figures well. Floating eyeballs. Score it an ooze 10.
I will say this: there is one thing they could change about this. Take
Yeah.
the nowels and then the trade thing, the corner box or whatever. Put it down where the UPC is. So
Yeah.
it's not. Otherwise, it looks so off. Like having that right there and having like it.
But again, you got to have a UPC so you can quickly scan it to.
Oh, you put it on the back like everybody else does.
Yeah. So Dark Admiral gives it a 10. Let's see. Ethereal Dragon gives it a 7. And let's see. Dark Admiral is, bouncing back there on me and saying, I wasn't trying to brag. I started collecting cartoons on DVD when all the comic shops around me closed. Yeah, that's a good thing. And Joe's noting this is kind of a childhood callback, like when you stepped in mud when you were a kid.
Yeah. I got mine from a guy in Australia. Just like I got all my Dragon Ball Z's. These are all bootleg discs he made. eBay. Early days of eBay.
And hey, Cheryl's comes in here with an 8. Welcome,
Hey, Cheryl's.
All right. So go ahead and throw that stop sign up there. And
All right.
the totals that we got here this time around, we've got, again, 2 7s. We've got 2 8s. And we have 3 9s. And we have 6 10s. So you add all that up, and it is a solid 9.0. So issue number 3 is a 9.
Every time someone says Australian, we said Australian earlier. I think it actually
Yeah,
works.
yeah. Some guy in Australia was selling it on eBay, so my sister got it for my birthday because there was no DVDs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you haven't seen my Chinese bootleg knockoff X-Files
I was gonna say,
discs.
how many anime do you have there, bootleg?
Oh, that's a real thing. That's
Oh,
cool.
yeah. Oh, there's definitely bootleg, but surprisingly, I don't really have any. I have some import audio CDs.
Oh,
I have the Cowboy Bebop soundtrack from way back.
no, Cowboy Bebop on Laserdisc.
No, I just have the DVD set back when it was 2 episodes per disc.
Uh,
So
all right, whose turn is it now?
it is my turn
I think
with
it's
issue
okay.
number 4 as we come to the end of the first round of covers here, and it looks like we get kind of a mafia style cover. And
Prohibition,
pretty
I'm
nifty.
guessing. Yeah.
What?
Looks like Prohibition because you got the booze on there, the XXX, the Tommy guns.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's definitely all that. You got Egon, Janine being the flapper there, and Slimer with his violin case. Pretty good, pretty whimsical. Yeah, I'll score this at. You know what? I'm going to give this a 10 because there's some neat little details down at the bottom. And again, I've always been kind of drawn to that. I'll call it kind of like a Mad Magazine type art style. Eric kind of knows what I'm talking about.
It's kind of like the Eastman Laird Turtles covers.
Maybe
The
later
back-
on, not early. Not early Eastman and Laird, but
No, but I mean like the background stuff they do. You know.
yeah, possibly. Okay, well, Venkman, you're up.
Yeah, I like this. They're obviously doing a theme here, and yeah, they clearly sell it. I said I hate the ugly barcodes. I don't care what Conway is there was, but I can look past that. The detail on the Tommy gun. Whenever you see a Tommy gun on cover, they instantly raises it to a 10. So I like this. Even the expressions on their faces. So it's cool.
Mm-hmm. Okay, a 10 from the Dr. Venkman and Eric.
This is the covers what the Young Bucks versus Fletcher and Osprey was tonight. Perfection. This is a how high can I get? Can I go Google in 10? Because I was once told that Google in 99 was the biggest number there was.
It's a Melter Driver 10.
Oddly enough, the guy that told me that Google in 99 is the largest number in the world is now comfortably a multimillionaire. Maybe I should have listened.
Maybe you should have listened to him.
Yeah.
All right, MK.
Yeah. Yeah, this is like one of those covers too, where I feel like you've seen it several times before. It's always pretty cool. Whether DC, Marvel, Turtles, whoever, backs against the wall, guns pointed at him. Yeah, the details on the guns are awesome. I wonder what's up with that one guy in the right though, like why his pinky's out like that. But
That's Action Comics.
Yeah, Slimer totally gives me Jim Belushi vibes, like Blues Brothers from this picture. Must be the hat, Yeah, and I think was that Annie's character? She looks hot in this picture.
Janine.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
Janine.
Yeah, and the blues on the bottom. I wonder what the XXX means though. You know, what I mean, I'm thinking something else, but I know that's not
Booze.
blues. Yeah.
Okay, would you quit trying to smut this up?
I know, right? It's the second
MK.
cover so far.
Oh, MK.
Yeah.
Whatever,
Yeah.
K. Where the fuck is 4K?
Yeah, I was gonna say you got the wrong K there. Yeah,
Those
I'll
two
give it-
guys are
I'll take the
taking
blame.
off.
So MK, what's your score?
Yeah, 10. I'll give it 10.
A 10. All right, sweep across the board. Let's see if the chat agrees. Well, not from Dark Admiral and Ed Quinn, but they're not far off. They give it 9. One slick dude's noting, telling RDV these are from 1988, so no comics had barcodes on the back then. So
Doesn't excuse it being ugly though.
So Brian Sam is saying, speaking of bootleg, and he's going to give it an 8. And Joe, also an 8, says very 1930s.
It's like putting a barcode on the poster. Nobody wants that.
One slick dude, it gives it a 9, and Sherrills gives it a 7. Let's see, Dark Admiral saying it sucks. There's a lot of stuff you can't get on DVD in our region. I'm saying I'm going to get a player that works with all. I'm just curious, what region are you in, Dark Admiral?
No. He meant for. There's some DVDs that won't play because they're only specific to like other locations, other countries.
Oh yeah, no,
That's still a thing in
definitely.
2024.
Yeah. So
Yeah, well, but I mean, pretty much though. I thought like Blu-rays were all all regions were region.
some anime never made it to Blu-ray.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, no.
yeah. So
But believe me, I remember all about the region
the
issues with back in the day. That's why I
Remember
still
copy
have
guarded
it.
VHS tapes.
Well, that's why I still have an all region DVD player. I've got my Zenith. Let's see. Ethereal Dragon and Glenzer both give it 10s. And Morani says Prohibition era Ghostbusters, great illustration, dark guns, black background, spotlight sets off the main characters. Score it a ha-cha-cha 10.
I love that this is actually based off the first movie, and they ignore the second movie, so they ignore the changes to Janine's character.
Okay, that's good. Let's see. Undead Quinn. Oh, Breen gives this a 10 plus. Yeah. Let's see. And some have searched Rule 34. Oh, yes. I'm sure they have.
MK is Rule 34 tonight.
Yeah.
MK 34.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they are region locked. Okay, for some reason I thought they weren't region locked. And Dark Admiral Stoney, you can't get the original Fantastic Four, Hulk, and Spider-Man cartoons, apparently. Okay. 7, 10, 12. Okay, we got 13 votes this time around. So, Black Spiders. Hey, welcome. He comes in.
What's up, buddy?
7.
All right.
At the end.
All right. I'm going to throw the stop in there.
And so the totals this time around, we've got 2 7s, we've got 2 8s, we've got 3 9s, and 7 10s. Still looking for that first elusive 10, but this is a 9.1 on your.
Like I said, I'm amazed that these are not you're going above 7, because I didn't seem like we're a huge cartoon crowd here.
Yeah. Well, apparently so. Hey, people are recognizing good covers. Good covers are good covers, no matter what genre they are in.
Alrighty.
So,
number 5 now.
Black Spiders coming in late there. Real Ghostbusters number 1 gets a 10. Okay. Well,
yeah, Imrani is calling you out, MK. She's saying no Rule 34, no more adult stuff.
Is that what that's code for?
There's no way you don't know what that is. Come on.
Yeah, people can search for that on their own time.
Yeah, with Google Images. There you go.
I was just pointing out the cover. I didn't go into details. No, I didn't do the cover.
Yep.
All right. Then
All right. So we are ready for the second trip through the batting order, and RTV is back up with issue number 5.
The anticipation. All right. There it goes. Ooh, we got a werewolf. Nice. Slimer sees it, and he's just, I'm just going to put the food out there. It's fine. Detail, like I said, the detail on the bricks, I love that. The shading, everything. The garbage cans, everything. I'm gonna go with 8 though.
Go with an 8. All right. So what prevents you from giving it a 10?
It's not the title dress is getting kind of annoying with the free giant color print up inside. I understand, but the garbage cans are kind of muting and bleeding into the actual wall and stuff a little bit too. The werewolf too. I understand it's supposed to be dark, but this is like weird dark. As far as everything's that bright blue.
Okay.
So it's just like it's a little too much open space.
Okay. Eric.
Well, you'll have to forgive my colleague. He's not quite as learned on all things Ghostbusters as myself.
Learned.
Yeah, that's a word, you ignoramus.
You know what, Eric? I'm annoyed.
That'd be 35 cents for gimmick infringement.
Mm-hmm. You're annoyed.
This, I can just almost picture Slimer and who's holding the dog dish.
That's Ray.
Slimer and Ray are about to break into the CEO dance,
and it says Fido on the actual food dish.
Yeah, I thought that's what that said. I'm gonna keep the 10 train rolling.
All right, Eric with a 10. MK.
Yeah, I love the colors. That dark night blue. Definitely like at nighttime. The cool wolf dude there looks awesome. Uh, the bone just dropping, the bowl, and the look on Simon's face is hilarious. Yeah, I'll go 10 too. Yeah, like
10, 10 from MK. All right. Well, I used to have a Noid window stick figure. He had the suction cups on his hands. So from back in the day of the Domino's Pizza Avoid the Noid.
It was probably better tasting than Domino's pizza.
Oh yeah. I actually have a Funko Pop somewhere with that. The Avoid the Noid.
Oh
in my
God!
closet.
Of course, of course. There's a Funko Pop of a.
Well, what about the guy from Pizza Hut?
An ad character from 30 years ago.
There's
So
maybe that went into that giant landfill where all Domino's pizzas should.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
yeah, I'll give Domino's credit. Their pizza is much better than it used
If
to
they
be 30
put
years
the
ago.
individual Budweiser frogs in Funko Pops, I'd get all three.
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised they haven't. But to get back to the cover, I apologize for derailing everybody. I'm going to join Venkman with an 8. And let's see what we get from the chat. Glenzer and Undead Quinn say 9. And at Dark Admiral 10, that werewolf is awesome. Yeah, it is one thing I noticed. I mean, whoever the artist is, I mean, really puts a lot of detail into the ghost monster, bad guy, and then does the more kind of cartoony style for the main characters. That's very, very interesting. Brian gives it an 8. And Ethereal Dragon says, I hate his face, but that werewolf is great. And that score is a 9. And Glenzer notes it would be a 10 if the werewolf was eliminated by the moonlight, maybe perched up high. All right. Joe gives it an 8 for Werewolf Wednesday. And if you want to get that hashtag going, be my guest. One Slick Dude gives it a 9. Piranha. Love the dark blue, eerie background that sets off Ray and Slimer well. Enough detail to set the scene. Score a Howling Wolf 10. All right. And then Ethereal Dragon is encouraging us to fight. The Noid was great. And okay. Looks like we've got all our scores here. Unless Black Spiders and if there's one or two other folks out there want to throw in a score here at the last second. But it doesn't look that way. So for right now, it's going to be pretty balanced. We've got 4 8s, 4 9s, and 4 10s. And that all adds up to a solid 9. So we are kind of hitting a 9 train here. And there's the cover. So another 9 comes up. Go ahead and put the stop sign up there for me, Venkman.
Yep.
Oh, Black Spiders comes in with a late 8. So
But it's still great.
It won't take it down from a from a 16. Yeah, it's still a 9. So all right, on to number 6. And number 6 is Eric Green. Eric, what say you?
TV goes bad.
Yeah, I'm a and whichever one this is just stepped on bubblegum too.
That was Bankman.
No.
I'm gonna say 9 on this one.
A 9. All right. MK.
Yeah, pretty cool. What do you call it? What is that? Oh, it's a TV. Okay, yeah, looks pretty neat. I like how he's unplugged and still alive. The bubble gum, the spiders, pretty cool. Yeah, I'll go 9 too.
A 9 From MK. All right.
And that backpack reminds me of the toy I had when I was a kid. They sold like the what do you call it, the ghost
Yeah.
packs or whatever.
Proton pack. That's
Yep.
that's the design is. They do tweak it in the next series.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say it looks like the one I had.
It was meant to be that way to sell a toy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know, you gotta sell the toy. Yeah, I'm gonna go with 7 on this. I mean, again, there's some interesting things here, but it's just not as dynamic as some of the previous covers that we've seen in Venkman.
I like the detail on this the whatever apartment building they're in here. The frame, it's splitting a little bit on the left side and above him too as well. Spider coming down. Comes a very possessed room. The TV's on wheels. I remember those.
Mhm.
The outlet in the bottom left corner, the gum looking like gum. You know, his right foot looks a little weird because of the boot. But yeah, I'm gonna go 9 with this. So actually, no, screw it. Look at the detail, the proton pack, 10.
10.
10
All
for
right.
me.
A 10 from Venkman. So let's see here. Yeah, Undead Quinn. So there, Perch did a video with the family talking about the release. So it's not out. It's right now. Currently, I guess you'd say it's crowdfunded. It's through Zoop, and I know that's kind of a crowdfunding site. But yeah, if you're a big fan of Ed Pisker, I recommend check out the Switchblade Shorties that's coming out. And after you get done here, feel free to check out the Perch video too. It's really solid. So with that, Glenzer, Brian Stan, and One Slick Dude all come in with 7s. And Ethereal Dragon has 7 as well. I'm sensing a trend, but Dark Admiral breaks that trend and goes 9. And let's see. Undead Quinn is also in the 7 camp here, as well as Joe. And Marania saying Peter versus a TV ghost monster, just enough background to set the scene. Blue background sets off Peter's orange. Great details were needed. Score a TV 10. I feel like I should just go ahead and mark you as a 10 for the rest of the issues there, Marania. And let's see, Black Spiders comes in with the 7 as well. And it looks like that's all the votes we're going to get for this round.
All right.
So I have a feeling I know where this one's going to land, but we'll do the math here anyways.
Probably a 7.
We've got 8 7s, and we've got 3 9s, and we've got 2 10s. And that is, wow. By all those 7s, let me just double check here. 5, 8, 11, 13. Yeah. It is going to be a 7.9, and that is going to creep it into the 8s. So how about that, folks? Let me make sure. Did I do my math right? Yeah, 8 times 7 is 56. Plus 27 plus 20. Yeah. Okay. Wow.
Wow.
So it goes to show that 3 9s and 2 10s slightly outweigh 8 7s. So there we go.
That's
And-
baseball now too.
Yeah, so we have reached the halfway mark, folks. No poll tonight. Any comments or?
There's no bracket tonight either. So.
Yeah, no poll, no bracket.
Oh, okay.
Well, I do want to congratulate Will Smith and Chris Rock on finding common ground finally.
Oh, thank goodness.
They're both screwing his wife.
Well, no, because Chris Rock has more taste,
Uh-huh.
and as far as I know, Chris Rock likes women.
Yeah.
No, it's they're anti-Trump, agreement, but
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
okay.
of course, because the elite have to stay together, otherwise they won't be.
because Chris endorsed her, and Will said anybody supports him He had some kind of name, but I didn't pay attention long enough to memorize the 2 words he used.
Okay. Well, hey, they're sticking with the power establishment. Whatever. I just find it remarkable that Chris Rock has gone back to the well. God, it's been 20 years since Everybody Hates Chris was a TV show on was it the CW even at that point?
Might have even been UPN. It was that long ago.
I think it was EPN.
Oh my goodness, MK there. As we take our quick little break here.
Oh my gosh, it's a picture of Eric.
Is showing off, dear God. Of course, only at Target.
Yeah.
The
I got this one when I worked there a
Funko
couple
Pop.
years back. And also this one. I don't remember this guy, but
Oh, Twinkie the Kid?
Twinkie
Oh.
Mickey. Yeah.
That was the Twinkies mascot all through the 60s and 70s and early 80s.
That's actually the representation of the Rawhide Kid during that reading.
Apparently,
Yeah.
he glows in the dark too, so I don't know if you see him glowing or not.
I can't see him glowing at all.
Yeah, he's not really glowing.
Now listen, you're on the street. Oh my gosh, are you on the street in New York now?
That would make sense though, because Twinkies glow in the dark too.
No, yeah. Well, I was gonna say Twinkie's not a Fed, so he's not glowing yet.
Yeah, Twinkie and the Noid. Which one's the better guy?
Well, here's what I'll say. Actually, I can't believe I'm saying this. Both of them are good because they actually didn't go full on Funko Pop style with Twinkie the Kid. They made him a rectangle, so he actually looks pretty close to what he looked like in the advertisements. And
on the back they actually show the cartoons. Probably what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
That's
yeah, and then the Noid, because he did have not quite a square face, but close enough that he fits the Funko Pop mold. Because in general, I despise Funko Pops, and if I could just throw them all into a landfill and pour gallons of gasoline on top of them and strike a match, I would. Because they're the bane of pop culture. But every now and then there's a Funko Pop that actually looks good and makes sense. So I would put the Noid up there with the Cuphead Funko Pops if you ever saw those.
I was gonna say, since we're not doing our verses, everyone should vote on which one on these two verses. How about that?
All right, I'm voting Noid, and I will be right back.
I gotta say though, the other thing though that kills me about this that I wish they had changed is the dead, lifeless eyes. Those look like they're peering into your soul and want to steal it. I'm going Twinkie the Kid.
Twinkie Kid, okay.
Yeah. Ben, you got to vote in this?
Well, it's kind of redundant because Twinkies never die. They're there. They're like cockroaches. They never go away.
Yeah, they keep saying that, but
the Noid's been replaced already.
Yeah. Domino's every now and then will bring him back. So,
hey kids, you remember this?
Yeah,
we're like 60. We're now like in our 60s. Yeah, I remember that.
Hey, well, and speaking of things that are coming back, I've heard a very strong rumor that October 16th is the return of the McRib.
Oh,
speaking of going to the bathroom,
the perfect sandwich. God would have created the McRib if McDonald's hadn't done it first.
I'd rather eat today's Twinkie than the McRib.
Yes. God's perfect sandwich is coming back October 16th is the rumor. So.
Or you can unfreeze the one you have from last year.
Hey,
it's the same taste.
So, and with that was our pop culture and fast food minute brought to you by McDonald's and Domino's and Twinkies.
Yeah, everybody's like in the Twinkie. I don't think nobody likes Noid apparently.
Yeah, I think Twinkie won that one. So, all right.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and get going here on the second half as I get the screen back in order here. Yeah, doesn't do it. That's not right. We'll have to go with that one. All right. Oh,
I had
yeah.
to show that off when you said the.
Yeah, Dark Admiral. I would say don't do what I recommended with Funko Pops to cosplayers. Although
Oh, yeah.
although I will admit there were some good costumes that I saw at my local convention here over the weekend. There was one guy that built a really cool looking canine from Doctor Who, kind of out of a wagon and stuff.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, some of them are insanely
Yeah.
impressive. You know.
Yeah, there was another guy who dressed up like Mario, and he had a bottom half that was like an inflatable. So whatever the bird is that Mario rides in one of the Super Mario's.
I don't know about
That I'm
a bird.
blanking on.
It does no Yoshi. That's it.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't Yoshi.
Well, it depends. Which remember, dinosaurs were birds.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe it's supposed to be Yoshi. I know it looked kind of cool. So,
Yeah.
all right,
Uh,
issue 7. Let's get started for the second half tonight. And with that, it's MK's turn to start us off.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. What the heck is that? Oh, Shrek? Oh no, I'm kidding. Not the I like this cover. Pretty cool. Like even though it's kiddie-ish, of course, in the cartoon, it's kind of dark and morbid in its own way. I mean, they're in the gun, the chamber there, and the one dude with the it's Slimer. Okay, I just got that in the right in the front center there. Yeah, guy's got a cool cigar. Yeah, I like it. It's cool. It's funny in its own way. So I'll go 10 on it. Yeah.
All right, a 10 from MK. And it appears that the channel owner here has snuck in with a poll, folks, looking at doing a future set of horror artists. And you've got 4 choices there. Junji Ito, famous manga artist. I'm trying to think. He do what? Parasite, Monster. And I'm trying to blank, so I'm sure I probably got one of those wrong. Marie Severin, who did, of course, famous for the EC horror books. We have seen some of those, I think, in the past. Longtime artist Bernie Wrightson, maybe most well known for Swamp Thing, and Kelly Jones. So you've got your choice there. Make the votes, and we'll announce the results at the end.
I gotta ask: is Kelly Jones, no matter what he draws, horrible, right? So it should be. We don't know what we're gonna get.
Horror, not horrible. Otherwise, Riley Rossman would be in this poll.
Oh my gosh, Kelly Jones, the ears are way too long. I'm sorry. He's like McFarlane is the capes. He is the ears.
Yeah. He sold a lot of books with that look. So
Well, there's 90s people are still popping acid and stuff.
Yeah. As I mentioned before, I posted a picture today in the X chat group. The 90s were the best decade and were the best time. So, yeah, with that, let's see. It's up to me. It's interesting. Again, the kind of the dichotomy a little bit of the really cartoony characters with a more serious, sinister kind of looking villain. It either kind of works or it doesn't. I go kind of back and forth. I'm just going to wind up kind of giving this an 8. Also, Venkman doesn't look quite on character. So Venkman.
You can't do that if you're gonna talk about that. Then come to me. He's a little bit Irish tonight. Okay,
Oh, is that it?
that's what it is. It's a coloring. Yeah, they forgot that. Okay. I do like the bullet. I do like the ghost. This ghost that got the cigar. Stogie. Hey, the UPC is out. This must be a new direct market one. It's on newsstand.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Your score?
10.
10. All right, Eric. Have you returned?
Eric, have you returned yet?
Let's see. Yep, he's not back. We'll see when the microphone gets unmuted there. Meanwhile, the chat, Brian Stam gives it an 8. And Glenser gives it a 9, and Undead Quinn gives it an 8. Dark Admiral gives it a 10. Joe a 9. And One Slick Dude an 8. And Marani says a gangster ghost about to fire the Ghostbusters and Slime out of a gun. Just enough detail to sell the concept. Score it a gangsta 10.
And hello to Get Off My Lawn.
Yeah,
Is that Angleteen alt? I don't know anymore.
Get Off My Lawn. If you want to help score along with us, again, the scale is 1 to 10, 1 being god awful, all the way up to 10 being super awesome. So feel free to score the covers as they come along, and we'll add them to our group totals. Undead Quinn, the Funko collection nerds like to see my wall of pops. Yes, something like that. And of course, every awful shill, pop culture, Disney shill, Marvel shill, always has a lineup of Funko Pops in their background to try and make it fool people into, oh yeah, I'm a longtime fan. But anyways, that's a different discussion.
Eric.
I feel like every IP has them by now, almost, right?
Yeah, Black Spiders gives it a 7, and Ethereal Dragon gives it a 7. And did Eric return? Eric has not returned.
He's still muted.
So
We might have to put him down for a 10. He would want that.
12. Yes. Well, we'll see. Go ahead and put the stop sign up there for now. We got 2 7s. We got 4 8s. We've got 2 9s, and we've got 4 10s.
Oh, when he comes back, we can just drop it back and get a score.
Yeah.
It may not change anything. But.
Yeah. So it comes out to an 8.7. So we have another 9 on our hands.
I don't think him even giving a 10 will bring it up to 10.
No. It won't. It won't reach that far. So we are on to issue number 8, and we see here a completely different art style. Much more of a painted cartoon look, and I get to start this one. And I'm not really a fan of it. I mean, it almost looks like they just took a coloring book and slapped a page out of the coloring book on the cover. So I'm going to give this a 6.
I do like the fact that they actually gave him the correct cartoon costumes now, color scheme.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you're up. What's your score?
Yeah. Looking at this, because Winston had the blue with the red, and blue with the pink color and stuff. So they actually are back to doing the actual not only changing their costumes back to the cartoon. You notice the proton packs have changed too, especially the wand in his hand, and then Venkman's got his signature brown hair with the swoop.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go 10. I love the expression on Ray's face, and all their faces actually look really more animated.
All right. We'll just check in on Eric again. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully
especially look at Egon in the background. He's just holding the PK meter up to it, and like observing and studying it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess we assume maybe it's a Hydra of some sort,
or it's the Jungle Book snake. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, but that would just be one. This is a whole
snake island.
So MK.
Yeah. They kind of remind the snakes or whatever. They remind me of something out of like the Reading Rainbow intro, like they have like dragons or something. Yeah, the cartoon, the animated part. Yeah.
I was like, what horror version are you watching?
Yeah, they do this little animation in the intro of the show. This is kind of it's interesting. I think I'll go. Let's see here. I'll go 8 on this one.
An 8. All right. And let's see what we have from the chat. Undead Quinn gives it a low 7. Glinzer an 8. Brian Stam joins me with a 6. Joe says, I think I've seen this anime before, and gives it a 7. So there's lots of animes that could look like this. Dark Admiral gives it a 10. Ethereal Dragon and One Slick Dude go 6 each. And see here if we get any additional scores in.
The elbow
I've still
pads
yet to
remind me
see
of the
any time
Turtles.
where they're actually firing their proton blasts together as a team.
Mhm.
I wonder if that actually be one of the covers tonight.
I don't know.
Hey,
Never
hey,
know.
Hey, Beckman, did they always wear the elbow pads? They kind of remind me of the Turtles
Yeah,
a little
yeah,
bit.
they did.
Oh, they
Mhm.
did? Oh,
Yeah.
I never noticed that before.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
And let's see, Mariah is saying a different rendering style works for the simple but effective cover concept. Just enough background to set the scene. A dark blue background sets off the heroes and scores it a real 10. All right. And
They're on Toad Island, it says. Some kind of theme park.
uh,
They're probably
well,
they're probably in Jersey.
yeah, or that could just be a ride, Toad Island, like Mr. Toad's Wild Ride from Disneyland. Never know. You'd have to read the book to find out. So, all right. Go ahead and put the stop sign up there for me, Beckman.
Alrighty.
And this time around, we've got 4 6s, we've got 2 7s, we've got 2 8s, and we've got 3 10s.
Will we actually get a 10 tonight? Probably
And
not.
this is going to come out to a 7.6. So it's a low 8, but it is nonetheless an 8.
I'm trying to think of the other stream we've had where we didn't get a 10.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
So, you never know. We've got 4 more here to go as we start round number 3. And that will be issue number 9. And Venkman, you can start us off on number 9.
I love the detail on the monsters, very animated stuff, cartoonish for a kid's book. The guys look kind of weird, but they kind of look, I don't know the way to describe them. There's a style for what they did with this. It kind of looks like Charlie Brownish. A little bit. Yeah. I'm gonna go 9.
9 from RDV. All right. And MK.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny he's saying Charlie Brown. I was thinking Scooby Doo for some reason, like with the expressions of that.
The mouths on Ray, like, the little squibble.
Yeah, like a little bit. Like reminds me of what's his name, Scruffy. Not Scruffy, the guy in Scooby Doo with that's always got his mouth open with the dog.
Shaggy.
Yeah, but
Shaggy.
at the same time, it's not the Cal Arts. Hey, let's draw everybody's head like a jelly bean style.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that.
Yeah. I like the monsters, the different colors. I'll go 9 on this one. I like the very neonish.
Okay, a 9 from MK, and back to me. There's a lot of things to like about this cover. This is the first time we've seen the Comics Code seal, right?
Oh, there is one. Yeah, I didn't notice it at first.
Yeah. Which is interesting. Tells you, I guess, the new direction of the book after the first issues.
Depends what year this was. This one was.
Yeah. Well, it has to be either 89, 90.
Yeah.
So with that said, I'll join you guys with a 9 because despite the cartoony look.
So does it fall in line when the show got changed by the ABC jackasses to make it more friendly?
I don't know the whole history, so I can't tell you.
Well, I know the series. ABC executives came in and they made it. Eventually, the show became about Slimer and the Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah.
Tells its direction. They didn't care about the show anymore. They dumbed it down.
Yeah. All right. Glenzer starts off with a 7, and then we get an 8 from Joe, and a 7 from both Brian Stam and Ethereal Dragon. Undead Quinn comes in with a 6.
Looks like Eric's back.
Dark Admiral comes in with an 8. And yes, Scruffy is the janitor from Futurama. It definitely looks more targeted to kids. One Slick Dude comes in with a 7. And hey, Eric, welcome back. He comes in with a 9. Are you joining the audio there, Eric?
Well, I figured since you went from MK to the chat, I figured I would just add mine to that, and then That way I didn't have to say, I'm back.
All right. Well, we'll come back to get your scores here on 7 and 8 real quick.
That's quite all right. Really.
We'll keep the show moving. Yeah. Let's see. Marani says definite animated lick to the cover. Cover sells the book to target audience. Colors are set off by the black background. Scored at Comics Code 10. Yeah. I mean, I know if you heard it, I was noting the fact that this is the first issue that had the Comics Code seal on it, which I find interesting. And in a book that's in the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah. And don't you think that they made Slimer the main character? Because obviously, if you're programming to kids like that stuff.
So from 86 to about 1991, it was pretty much like watching a kid's version of Tales of the Crypt. It was kind of creepy, the ghosts, but the guys were pretty badass too. But then they came in and said, Janine, you can no longer be from New Jersey anymore. You're too rough. We're going to round your glasses, make you sound like you're from California, and you vote left. And then Slimer. Then eventually they got rid of the guys, and it was just Slimer being chased by some
Smokey.
Some General Mortis looking dude, and he had a dog, and the guy had a vacuum cleaner. It was like Phineas and Ferb, but like the crappy version. Instead of a platypus, it was Slimer. It was horrible.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Well, do you know what's funny about what you said though?
What's that?
You know that there is a Tales from the Crypt cartoon, right?
Yes, but I said this was more based like I said, like not the later one, because the Tales of the Crypt one that one sucked. But I want to imply, be like, if you're reading Tales of the Crypt back in the day.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about, but I just found it funny that you used that example, and then later on there was a.
I tried watching it. That Tales of the Crypt one, I couldn't.
Yeah.
And I was in the age.
I apologize. I did mark you down as a 9. I just said 10 by reflex, I think. So with that said, we do have 1 6. We've got 4 7s, 2 8s, and 5 9s in the panel, and that is going to average out to a 7.9, which is going to be another 8.
Yeah. Immediately, as soon as they changed this line to Ghostbusters, ABC canceled the show because no one watched it anymore. Kids were watching Batman then.
Yeah. So, all right. And since Eric is back, he gets to start us off on issue number 10. And here's issue number 10. An atomic demon, it looks like.
Interesting. I think I'm going to stay with a 9.
All right. MK?
Yeah. Man, this guy reminds me of a bad guy from some other show, like Dog Royals or something. I don't know. But yeah. The look on which one is that? Beckman's face, I'm assuming, with his tongue out.
No, that's Ray.
That's right.
Oh, Ray. Okay, whatever. Yeah, they getting these guys confused in the cartoon, but yeah, pretty cool. I like the expression. The demon dude looks. Oh yeah, now I remember. He reminds me of Trigon a little bit. Is Trigon Trigon? Just a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. I'll go 10 on this one. Yeah.
A 10. Okay.
Yeah. By the way, Eric, the Twinkie won the poll in a blowout.
Recount. I was robbed.
Let's see. I can't be as enthusiastic. I understand the cartoony look for the guys, but they're just too stretched out and weird for my taste. I'm going 7. Venkman.
Well, the fact they turned Gilbert, sorry, not Gilbert Godfrey, that's Winston. Or is it Mo from Simpsons?
Yeah.
They really butchered his look. The only one that's on spot is actually Egon of all of them. But if you ignore that or the guys about, look at the detail on that freaking like demon with the horns, and he's dropping the nuke and stuff. It's like I'm gonna go 10. Just I can ignore that. I can forgive that down there because it's supposed to be like, you're supposed to be scared stupid because there's a nuke about to go off, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, I'm gonna go. This is the detail on that monster in the background. Holy, that's awesome. That's a 10.
Okay. Well, speaking of nukes, the White Sox won, Eric.
I know this is starting to annoy me.
Yeah. Let's see. From the chat, we get Undead Quinn with a 9. And we get Glenzer with an 8. And yeah, Joe had mentioned the Ghostbusters with the gorilla. Oh yes, the long tortured history here of the Ghostbusters that started out as a live action TV show from Filmation, and then the Ghostbusters movie hit, and then they said, "Hey, you know what? We're going to come out with a cartoon." Hence, that's why this is called the Real Ghostbusters.
Yes, it's improvement on the Hanna-Barbera one.
Yeah, Ethereal Dragon. Yeah. Well, no, that wasn't Hanna-Barbera. It was Filmation.
Well, at that point, yeah.
Dark Admiral gives it a 10. Let's see. One Slick Dude and Joe both come in with 8s. And let's see. Marania kind of wish the colors were reversed. Blue for the Demon, red colors for the Ghostbusters. Cartoony style fits target audience. Score a bomb diggity 10.
Well, they're New Yorkers. They vote left. That's the evil conservative in Trump Obama.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Looks like that's going to be all the scores we get for now. So we've got a 7. We've got 3 8s. We've got 3 9s. And we've got 4 10s. And that is going to average out to an 8.9. So issue number 10 is a 9. You can kind of see the consistency here. Pretty much everything's either an 8 or a 9 tonight.
So make it easier to choose which is the worst and which is the best, right?
It seems that way. Let's see. All right, MK, you get to start us off here on the penultimate issue number 11.
Interesting.
It's just
Okay, so yeah, Demon Guy's back again, and yeah, I gotta give this a 10. It's I know some people hate pink backgrounds, but I don't mind it here because it kind of makes everything else pop. And yeah, this Slimer's about to go all Aaron Judge on this demon dude here, and Egon's like, no. Yeah, I gotta go with 10. Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, pink backgrounds then don't have the same connotation that pink backgrounds have today. So yeah, this one actually I do like better, more on character designs. Really nice little detail, almost realism on the H-bomb there. So yeah, I'm going to give this a 9. Venkman.
I'm going 10 because now the pink background complements the demon or whatever on there on the left. You get clear up on the bomb. Ray still kind of clues it, and he's got Aaron Judge. Yeah, I love the expression on Egon's face because Egon usually isn't worried, but like now he understands complication. If he hits, he's gonna hit. He's get the bomb. So yeah, it's a 10, dude. I love this. It's a zany. It's aimed towards kids. That's what it's meant to be. So it's good.
Yeah, kids love watching things blow up. Eric.
You know, I know they're not big on word balloons, but how awesome would it have been if the demon had been saying, "Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb." And MK, that's more of a Barry Bonds. He's left-handed and a giant head.
Sure, he is lefty. I just noticed that. That's
10.
A 10.
A 10.
10 from Eric. All right. Let's see. Dead Quinn is saying he thinks it's a Ken Stacy cover. Glenzer gives it an 8. And we get a 10 from Dark Admiral, 8 from Joe, and a 10 from Undead Quinn and Ethereal Dragon.
Well, Undead must have moved to Chicago because he voted twice.
Yeah.
No, well, no. I'm looking at YouTube, and he retracted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
I only
didn't get
see
that
his
green
second
card.
vote.
Ah,
Let's see. One Slick Dude gave it 9. And let me make sure 2, 4.
Hey, Chicago, New York, Pennsylvania,
Yeah.
Dominion counts multiple times.
Yeah. And Mariah saying Demon versus Slimer, Ghostbusters are freaking out. Definite cartoon silliness fits the target audience. Score another bomb 10.
Anyone else getting Joe Dirt vibes?
Yeah. So go ahead and put that stop sign out there. And this might be, let's see, because we've got 2 8s, 2 9s, and a whopping 7 10s.
Whoa.
And when we do the math, 9.5.
Whew.
And when you round that up, it's a 10. So
Wow.
our first 10 of the night to issue 11. And with that, we are on to the final issue of the night, issue number 12. I will start.
finally.
And let's see here. We've got a whole bunch of angry looking bugs, giant bugs, taking on our tiny little Ghostbusters there in the corner. Interestingly, I don't see Slimer with them. So he must have already run off and hidden somewhere.
He's in the bottom box, UPC box.
Yeah, pretty interesting. It's funny. The bugs have a similar look to who's the space ghost?
I was just gonna say the Lorax.
Yeah.
Or is it Grok? Grak?
Zorak.
Zorak.
Yes.
Zorak. Yeah,
Zorak.
Zorak.
Yeah.
I don't even watch the show or read the book.
Yeah. So, with this is interesting. I really do like this. I don't have a problem with the main characters being small on this issue because that's the point of this, and that they're facing overwhelming odds, these gigantic bugs. Assuming, of course, they haven't been hit with a shrinking ray or something, and so the bugs are normal size. But anyways, that could be in the story. But with all that, I'm giving this a 10. Why not?
They're in New York. There's a lot of giant cockroaches.
Yeah. So, Venkman?
I like. This is also the first cover where they actually go all the way up into the trade dress.
Oh, true. Yeah, you're right.
This was really cool. I like that. And they luckily their trade dress front actually has a good color scheme, so they actually don't have to worry about blending in. Yeah, I like this. It's kind of getting the remind me of the Mummy, like the end that the scarab's gonna eat them.
Yeah.
I'm going 10 on this. This is cool. I like this.
10 from you, Eric.
This is easily the best cover of the 12.
No.
I give it a 6. No, I said, Venkman, that's good. Good, call on the trade. Going all the way to the top. This is just really cool. This obviously, I'm giving this a 10, but this is a really cool cover. Regardless of what the book is, this is just good.
Yeah. All right, and MK.
Yeah, it's funny because I want to. I had to get up to get something across the room, and from afar, it actually looks like somebody's fingers, almost like those are the fingernails, and those are their knuckles, kind of like, grabbing something. Then you get up close, and it's like, oh, okay, they're giant evil cockroach things. Yeah, pretty cool. Surrounded also gives me Starship Trooper vibes. Yeah, I'll go 10 here. I like the fact that they're blue too. That's pretty cool.
Eric, it reminds you of the X-Men book you read.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, let's see what we get from the chat here tonight. Let's see. Undead Quinn's talking about how horrible it is to live in Canada. Dark Admiral gives it an 8, and Glenzer gives it a 7. Boy, you can see the chat's disagreeing with us here.
It could be worse that you could be living with Justin Trudeau.
And Ethereal Dragon gives it a 7, and Undead Quinn says it's an 8. He hates cockroaches. All right. And Marania is saying creepy AF, New York size dark blue cockroaches overwhelming the colorful Ghostbusters. Scored a buggy 10 only because I can't give it 1,000. All right. And One Slick Dude gives it a 9. And Dark Admiral says he wants to bump his 8 up to a 9. I can do that.
It'd be cool if they actually refined their proton guns, but
Yeah. Well, maybe, but I think that actually might be too much.
Also, you might want to bump it up again because it looks like there's more than just. Is it? Well, I can't tell. I'm trying to zoom in. I can't tell. Is it just the 4 Ghostbusters or is Janine with them?
No, I think it's just.
Oh, okay. Ray's got goggles on his head. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
I thought that was a 5th proton gun. Okay.
No,
because she does in the cartoons. I don't know if she did in the comics here or not.
No. So, all right. So for the final comic tonight, we have 2 7s, we have 2 8s, we have 2 9s, and we've got 5 10s. And I think, unfortunately, those, yep, it's going to make it an 8.9. It's going to keep it out of the 10s. Shame on all you people giving it 7s and 8s.
Well, Admiral gave it a 9. I don't know if you saw that change.
Yeah, no, I changed that one.
Okay.
Because he and One Slick Dude were the only 9s.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I got it. I got a Marani. So, and that will wrap things up here. So we're taking a look here and see if I can blow this up a little bigger without making it.
All right, since we're all including the chat with this.
Yeah, since we have started including the chat here.
Start on 8s. There you go.
On the 8s, we've got 4 choices there. We've got kind of Winston. We've got the doorway one. The we'll call it snakes, and then the goblins there. So Venkman, best and worst of the 8s.
All right, man. Probably okay. The worst is the snakes. The best, TV.
Okay, I call that door, but okay. So you said the best
is the haunted room, TV room, and then the worst is the snakes, which is the one right to it.
Okay, so TV room is plus and
have a good night, Joe.
Yep, good night, Joe. Good night, Dark Admiral. So Eric, best and worst of the 8s.
You want me to do something I almost never do? I upon second look, the TV one,
yeah,
I like better than I did when I ranked it. So I'm gonna make that my favorite of the 8s.
Okay.
And I think my least favorite is also the snakes because I don't recognize it. That must have been while I was on a brief sabbatical.
I believe so. MK, best and worst.
Okay. Okay. Well, the worst for me is the snakes. The best, kind of torn between the TV one and Winston, but I guess I'll go. I'll go the Slimer cover, protecting Slimer. Yeah.
Okay, so Winston and Slimer. All right. As for me, I think I'm actually going to go the goblins there, or the monsters, whichever one you want to talk about, is the best. And yeah, I'll join everybody with the snakes is the worst. Let's see what we get from the chat. And let's see, Marani is saying the best is the Peter versus the TV cover. And the worst is the Red Demon. Oh, the one I chose as best. And let's see, goodnight, Joe. Again, goodnight, Dark Admiral, One Slick. And Dead Quinn saying best is the TV cover. And the worst is the snake cover. And we have Serial Dragon is saying Winston is the best and worst is the snakes. It's almost universal. And good night. So what we have worst with the net -6. Oops, got to use the right screen here. Is the snakes. Then we have the goblin, which is even. Winston and Slimer are +2, and with a +4 is the Venkman taking on the TV, the haunted TV.
Well, it makes sense because TV will rot your brain.
That is true. Very true. All right. So with the 9s here, oh boy, how am I going to list these?
I liked how we all got different favorites for 8. That was good.
Call 3.
It's always fun.
Oh, that's the toxic one. Okay, so we've got the toxic. So you have kind of like the first issue, the toxic.
I was gonna say if you have to change, go by letters A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, or
The mafia. That's the werewolf.
Wow, this one's tough.
And you've got the gun, the bullets.
toxic,
one, and then
yeah.
we'll call it Nuke 1 and Nuke 2. So Eric, best and worst of the 9s.
The best is the bugs.
Yep.
You know, by a skosh over the
Oh,
spotlight against the brick wall. But the worst, I think. Oh wow. Let's see. For some reason, the Ghostbusters look like the Archie gang on that one on the right.
yeah, where they're kind of the bullets in the gun.
Yep.
Yeah. But I'm going to say that the worst is, the lowest is the one in the alley with the werewolf.
All right, alley werewolf. Okay, MK.
Yeah. Okay. Mine. All right. Let's see here. Just say which one's the darkest looking one. Yeah. I think my favorite is got to be the swamp. Not the swamp. The toxic.
The toxic. Okay.
One. Yeah. Just because they're doing the background looks pretty awesome to me. And the worst is the one with the Trigon grabbing the nuclear bomb.
Okay.
Yeah, on the lower left.
Mephisto.
Okay, so Vinkman, you're best and worst.
Oh man, I like them all.
I know a lot of good
I know
comments.
it's like, I'm gonna agree with that. Some bugs.
Okay.
The worst, man. The worst being the werewolf.
The werewolf.
Oh,
Werewolf.
yeah.
It's a werewolf, Mark.
Well, we know where it is. It's in the blue, hiding.
Yeah. No. If anybody gets that one, it's a werewolf, Mark.
Top secret.
No, it's a classic. It's the movie Werewolf, seen on Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Oh,
It's so hilarious.
I didn't watch all the episodes.
It is a great episode. One of the all-time best. Mike and the gang really do a great job on that one. Okay, for me, I keep kind of going back and forth, but it's funny. I'm still gonna say I really like the mafia cover. That's my favorite, and I'm not a fan of the bullets one. So that is my least favorite. Let's see. Mariah's saying best is bugs and the worst is the red demon. So that'd be the nuke. And then Undead Quinn is saying Ghostbusters number 4. Okay, that would be the mafia one, unless he's counting. So Undead Quinn, are you actually just counting them? So you're saying the werewolf is the best? No. And the bugs are the worst? Or are you actually on the
Well, there's actually some. There's some books up there.
Yeah, well, I know that's why I was wondering because actually, I mean, the thing is, like, issue 4 is the mafia one, and issue 7's the demon holding the gun with the guys as bullets. So it could work either way. So
I don't know.
I'm gonna mark it down as the mafia and the gun because that's what I chose. So Ethereal Dragon is saying best is 1920. I think he means the mafia one coming through here late, and the worst is the bugs. Oh boy. So unless we get any late votes here, I'm looking at, let's see. No, this one's +1, +3, -2, -2, -2, and +2. So we kind of have a 3-way tie for the worst between the demon and the nuke. the gun, and the werewolf. So I'm fine just keeping them right there as they are. Then toxic. Oops. If I went back to the. Okay, come on.
Yeah.
Where's my cursor here? It seems to be. Oops, there we go. Toxic is there. But then after that late charge, oh, that's right. Nobody chose. Sorry, oops, there we go. Actually, nobody chose this one.
Issue 1.
And with a late charge, the bugs. Oh, come on. Bugs are not first. They're second because it's a +2. With the +3, three good votes and no negatives is the Mafia. And then we have just the 110 tonight, which was the second Demon Nuke cover, and we are done. So rounding out the top 12 here, so from the bottom of the top, the Snakes, which would be issue 8, is number 12. Issue 9, the guys taking on the Fearsome Demons there, is 11. Venkman and Slimer, issue number 2, is number 10. Number 7
Incident Slimer
is issue number 6, Venkman versus the TV.
Yeah.
Then we go to 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. 8 is issue number 10, where it's a demon in an A-bomb. And then we've got issue number 7 there. Issue number 6, or actually this is issue number 5, is number 6. Number 5 is issue number 1. Issue number 3 is number 4. Ghostbusters here. Issue number 12 finishes number 3. Issue number 4 is number 2. And our top Ghostbusters cover, issue number 11, where Slimer is about to set off a atom bomb. So that will wrap things up for tonight. Thank you again, everybody.
Also, prayers out to Jay Lucian's dog. Guess he's 14. He's starting to lose his appetite, so he's starting to worry about the dog.
Yeah, it's a tough time, especially if you've had them, that whole time. It's rough. They're family. So yeah, prayers out to Jay Lucian. Hope things are going well, and get better for you. As we do finish up, what we have in the poll, of course, it's not going to close until England team closes it. But right now, Marie Severin is in the lead at 42%, Bernie Wrightson at 26%, Junji Ito at 21%, and Kelly Jones in 4th place at 11%.
I don't like the fact we get 2 girls in there. Kelly and Marie. They don't exist.
Yeah. All right. So we'll go ahead and call this one for tonight. Thank you again, everybody who joined us. If you're watching this afterwards, please go ahead, leave your votes in the comments below. We'd appreciate it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button so you're aware and get notifications on all the videos that, coming through the Isle of Comics channel. We really appreciate it. Anything you guys want to plug for tomorrow or the rest of the week?
Well, tomorrow night we got the best of the week going on tomorrow night around 8 p.m. 9 p.m. Eastern. So check that out, and then come back here for Friday. There'll be some stuff going on probably on this channel, but Geeky Puppet Show, if you haven't subscribed there, so we got content going up pretty much every day now, pretty much. So watch on the replay if you can. Thank you all for being here, and we'll see you next time.
Yep. All right. Thanks, everybody. Good night. Have a great rest of your night, and have a good day tomorrow. Talk to you later.
Good night, kids.
Bye.